Hey, welcome, leading ladies. It's week 11. Wow, can you believe that we're here already at week 11? So, this week I'm going to get serious with you. I want to talk to you this week about something that tends to creep in when we're at this stage in a program and this stage in our business, and that is self doubt, that niggly little voice that talks to us inside our head. And it starts to often show its ugly head around this time in the program from our experience. So I wanted to get tough on you, share some thoughts and ideas, and really get you digging into what's not working for you and how you can overcome that and keep moving forward. So if you find you've been procrastinating a little bit, not getting into this content as well as you could do, then I'm talking to you. Okay, we have just 4 weeks left in the program. 4 weeks. So, you know how quick the last month has gone, and you know how quick this next month will go. So, 4 weeks to get serious, to knuckle down, to get what you need to get done, to get out of this program what you know you can get out of it, and get rejuiced back up in your business. So it's all about getting on the horse and staying on the horse until the finish line this week. And I want to talk to you about this self-doubt, this niggly little voice that pops up and can move us from getting to where we want to go. So have you ever created or wanted to create something in your life that was a little bit outside your comfort zone and you found yourself talking yourself out of it almost as soon as you had the idea? So you have this great idea of something you want to do, and pretty soon the voice is going round and round and round, and you've almost stopped before you've even begun. We start to think, what if I might fail? Am I good enough? Am I too old? Am I too young? I'm a chick, that won't work for me, not in Australia, la la la. All of those things can come up for us. Now it's time to overcome this self-doubt because it's totally natural, so I don't want you to beat yourself up. I want you to know it's okay, but it's time to learn to build a bridge and get over it. And what I've been noticing a lot lately, and you'll see in the curriculum for this week, is a lot of my private clients, as well as mastermind members like yourself, a lot of people that I'm working with, even corporates and whole teams and boards and groups that I'm working with, are finding themselves a bit stuck, kind of stuck and not sure which way to go or how to get moving forward. And often that self-doubt and that talk in their head is keeping them stuck. Their lives perhaps aren't going exactly the way they hoped they'd be. Perhaps the business isn't moving ahead in the leaps and bounds that they thought. Or they've hit a kind of snag where I need to grow, but I don't know what to do, and maybe I don't have the money, and all of those things are running around. So it started me thinking about, what lets this self-doubt creep in? What creates this space and this energy where we feel icky and like we just can't move forward? And what I noticed is all of the people that I'm working with start calling these things problems. They have issues, shall we say. So as they label them problems, they seem like these big, chunky, solid, insurmountable things that they just can't seem to get over or under or around. And as you know from a neuro-linguistic training program that I come from, language is really critical. And while we label things problems, they do seem like these big, insurmountable, chunky things that you just can't get around. So instead of having a problem and having that structure around this feeling so solid, we want to start thinking about things as perhaps challenges. Perhaps, isn't that interesting that I've come up against that? Because when we start looking more at them as challenges or something interesting or gee, I wonder why, then we start to actually become more fluid. So take, for example, my metaphor of the business stage or a performance. If you think about a performance, if you are watching actors, actresses, or even dancers on stage, if they all just ran to one spot and then stood still and didn't move for the rest of the performance, you'd be kind of going, hey, I think I might want my money back. That's not how things work. And when we go to the theatre, like for me, I can remember going to the Cirque du Soleil shows. As amazing as they are, and whilst they're doing their amazing acrobatics, you want them to just keep doing it because it's brilliant. But it's the peaks and troughs, it's the ebb and the flow, it's the fact that they're not just at you all the time, there's also calm and quiet spaces. And then they do something amazing, and then they go back to doing something calm and quiet. It's that kind of movement and motion and going through different emotions that makes such a performance so fascinating, so wonderful, so, I guess, breathtaking and almost addictive. If they were, as I said, to just stop, it just wouldn't have the same impact. And yet, that's what we do in business. We come up against a problem, bang, and we stop. And we think, I can't move forward, I can't go around it, I can't go under it. And we just sit there in this stuck state. So what I want to do is encourage you to start using language that is fluid. That instead of identifying a problem, you start going, well, that's a challenge to overcome, a challenge to work through, something to push towards, something to move through, something to get support for. Start looking at it as, wow, that's interesting. I hadn't expected that to come up. It's a challenge. What do I need to do to get through it? What resources do I need? Who can help me? So stop thinking of things as problems. Start thinking of them as challenges. So some of the things I talk about in this week's curriculum, you'll see, as well as language, is thinking about your success team. Who's around you? What's your environment like? Are the people who are with you supportive of your journey and where you're going? Yes, we're all going to have, self-doubt. We're all going to have those questioning thoughts where we think, am I really on the right path? Can I really pull this off? Do I know where I'm going? And sadly, most of us have been dealt with resisting, analysing, procrastinating, overanalyzing, because that's what society does. And as entrepreneurs, as women in business, as leading ladies who are stepping up, you are forging your own path. You're blazing a trail, you're creating something new. And that means you're often going to get judged by others. Hell, I've been there. I've been in the toilets and heard people speaking about me after I've done a talk. It's just what happens. It's not nice. It can be a bit ugly and it can be quite hurtful, but it's a fact of life. So what's important is you keep walking your talk. You keep talking your talk, walking your walk. Stay true, stay in integrity, and surround yourself with a group of people who support you and love you and want to nurture where you're going. Isn't that one of the reasons you joined this program, right? To be surrounded by a group of leading ladies who, like you, are stepping up in what they're doing. And like you, are going to say, go for it, girl. I think that's wonderful. Rather than, who the hell do you think you are? Enough said. So, take me, for example. Ordinary lady, grew up in Newcastle. That's my origins. How could I compete on a world stage with lots of different people? Sure. I could be questioning myself about that every day. But in doing so, I wouldn't be serving you any better. And that's my mission, is to be here and serve you. So I might be a little bit quirky. I've got feathers in my hair. Here we go. I'll take off my shoes. Here's my boots I'm wearing today. Kind of cool, aren't they? They look very cool when I'm riding on my motorbike. I had these made for me in Vietnam recently. So yeah, they're bright silver snakeskin looking boots. A little bit strange, as I ride around on my bike, but hey, that's who I am. And the more I be who I am, the more that also enables you to step up and be who you are. So that's what we want to see more of from week 11 on. You've got 4 weeks left, 4 weeks to be true to yourself, to follow your path, to get serious with the program, to download the things that you haven't done yet that you know you need to overcome your self-doubt. This is your week. I look forward to supporting you all. I look forward to your comments and feedback in the Facebook forums. And I wish you all a great week, pushing through that self-doubt, overcoming your challenges, and becoming the amazing leading lady you know you're meant to be. Have a great week, ladies. Bye for now.